Good morning, good morning. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Back still hurts. I have no idea why, but that's the story of my life. Something's always hurting, but I'm not going to let it alter my day. So today, this is my main goal. Get this cleaned up, turned into a handle, shaped, sanded, and moved into the leather shop. And I'm way ahead. I told the lady it'd take me about a week to finish it, and that was a couple days ago. So I'm gonna get this done and out of here and into the leather shop, and I'm gonna get the handles put on this. That's Wedgewood. I'm using the Wedgewood because this person already bought a big cleaver from me, and I had Wedgewood on that, so this will match that. This one is for Chuck, and it's getting a box elder burl. And this, I've ordered some, I just ordered it a few minutes ago, black walnut burl for that. Now, I just got this in the mail yesterday. It's a Bridell, just like that. It is in excellent, excellent shape. And I think I'm not taking handles off, and here's why. There's no gaps. I've already sanded it a little bit. No gaps. These handles are in excellent shape. So I'm going to sand them down to bare wood. I'm going to stain them dark. Maybe not. I may stain them, I may not. I may just buff it and see what they look like, because this has no coating on it. Or I may put some raw linseed oil on it. I just don't know yet. And that's okay. I got time to think about it. I'm not working on it yet. And this, I'm gonna probably sand with some 600 and then buff it. Because I don't think I have to do a whole lot to it to get it to look like that. All right, but I'm not gonna do anything today. I have this to work on, handles to put on. And then if there's any time left, we bought a greenhouse before I got sick, so it's been about 2 years now. One of them little plastic greenhouses. I think it's like 6 by 8 or, something along that size. Or it's just got a whole bunch of pipes and these little plastic fittings that you got to put together, and then you drape the plastic over it. Well, it's going to go right here behind where that trailer is. And I'm going to try to get to that today. My wife's been wanting me to do it for a long time, and I can't keep putting it off. I don't want to keep putting it off. And then if I got any time, I'm going to put filters in my car. I still haven't done that. So, you ready to get a little work done? All right, let's get to work. Oh, Lordy, that come out nice. That was a huge block of wood. And I usually don't do a lot of work on the belt sander, the belt grinder, because you can go from perfect to totally screwed up real quick. But I was very careful. And I did this first thing in the morning, so my hands aren't shaking. All right, now the hand sanding. This is really looking good. Let me show you the side view here. All right, that's all symmetrical. The nose is looking straight down, symmetrical. All right. So now we hand sand. Oh, and I couldn't resist. I don't know if I showed you this yet. I just forget what I've got done. This is hickory. This is some really nice wood. I've got it sanded pretty good. I just hit it with some 120 just to see. And no gaps. No gaps. Very nice wood, sealed tight. And what I plan on doing is sanding the spine with some real fine, buffing it, making it look shiny and pretty. And then I'm going to put True Oil on this to seal it. True Oil is what they put on guns, and after it hardens, it's basically impervious to water infiltration. So, I'm going to drink my little coffee here. Wrong hand. Drink my coffee, and then get the hand sanded. I'll show you what I got in about half an hour. Okay, I remember. Remember when I was changing the belt on my Hustler ZTR, that mower right there? I had to order a belt. It's a cogged belt. It's an odd belt. So I ordered it off eBay from a parts warehouse in Swainsboro, Georgia. And they shipped it. And then it sat for an entire week, 7 days, with no movement in the post office in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, it was a Thursday, and I contacted them on Thursday. And they replied. I said, look, it hasn't moved. And I know once it leaves your hands and it's in the post office's hands, there's very little you can do about it. But I was wondering if you could maybe check on it or ask them if they could look for it. And I didn't blame them. I mean, they did what they're supposed to do. They got my order, they put it in the mail and shipped it to me. And, you know, so 2 weeks go by. Well, we had the Memorial Day weekend. They were off Friday and Monday. So there's 4 more days plus the 7 days. I ordered it on a Thursday. I called them up the next Thursday when it hadn't moved from the post office. And this last Thursday, so now it's 2 weeks, they just mailed me a new one and gave me a new tracking number, and it'll be here today. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 14, 15, 16 days. And 14 of those days are the post office's fault. Anyway, I'm just telling you that, you know, the good and the bad of eBay. I screwed up and tried to fix my screw up. And the people I bought the belt from, they didn't screw up, and they fixed the post office's screw up. So I've had some real good experiences with eBay. And, you know, kind of a bad experience. That was my own fault. Oh, yeah, and let me tell you this. I emailed that person one more time because I Googled, as a seller on eBay, is there any way I can request a buyer revise their review? And there absolutely is. And it tells you step by step. It goes actually through eBay. There's a button on the seller's profile, website settings, that is actually called a request for a buyer to revise their review, and it goes through eBay and to the buyer. So I sent them, I copied and pasted and sent it to them. They didn't reply. Oh, he did reply. I guess he found out where I lived. Well, yeah, because he mailed me the knives. He said, thanks. Oh, by the way, Cowboys suck. Like, I couldn't care less about football teams. I didn't answer. I'm sure he has a bad taste in his mouth about this, but I did everything I could to fix my screw up. And there absolutely is a way for this person to have that removed. And all he's got to do is send me a request to revise my review, and I can delete it. And that's the only way I can delete it. And it says that in the tutorial. And it's an eBay tutorial. And I Googled it, and it took me to eBay. And so, you know, it's on eBay. I'm just a stupid old man that's not computer literate. If I can figure it out, surely somebody who knows how to sell on eBay can figure it out. So, anyway, that's it. I'm drink my coffee and get back. Oh, God. That was almost coffee abuse there. Jeez. Boy, I'll tell you what. Alrighty. Let's drink our coffee before we spill it. All right. Satin finish. Jimping. Now I go buff the handle. The spine is going to be shiny. The blade is going to be satin. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, that come out real nice. Carillion birch. That wood came from Oleg. My next knife will have some wood from another Russian friend of mine, Andrei Rikhelgov. I think that's how you say his name. I got to get a wire brush, a little on my Dremel, a little skinny wire brush, and try to brush out the schmutz that's. I tried to file it out with my jimping file that I made that jimping with, but wouldn't all come clean. Anyway, we're done. Just a little bit of, minor work, but it's a satin finish with a polished spine, which is how I do my satin finished anyway. Brass pins, sanded the wood up to 800 and buffed. I like it. All right, now I make a sheet for it, but not today. What I'm gonna do now is get the handles on that, get it pinned and epoxied, and then I'm gonna go outside and build my wife's greenhouse. Alrighty then. So this is what we're gonna look like. The next step here is to epoxy them on. Alrighty. Okay, let me get my acetone out, clean everything up, get my epoxy out, mix it up, and clamp it up. We'll see this tomorrow, and maybe I'll make the sheath for that other knife tomorrow. Alrighty. Now, I think I'm just gonna start building that. Is it shady over here yet? Well, partially shade. So I'm gonna drag it over here and start working on that. I'm probably gonna drag a chair around there because that way I can sit in the shade. I was just thinking about growing up differently than kids nowadays, My first car was a deuce and a half. And both my sisters had a used car, the same car. My oldest sister got it, and then when she graduated college and moved on, my second oldest sister got it. It was an Opel Kadett, and it probably would have went to me if I had stayed home, but I didn't. I left, and eventually I joined the Army when I turned 17, and I can't remember what my little brother's car was. My oldest brother, who was the oldest of all 5 of us kids, had a Volkswagen used that he painted and worked on and fixed and got it running and drove it back and forth to school. And kids nowadays, not all kids, but some kids just don't know the intense satisfaction of getting wheels for the first time and the freedom it gives you. And they know a brand new car. They don't know what it's like to have a used car and be so thankful and grateful for it. And sharing a bedroom with 2 brothers. I shared a bedroom with my younger brother and my older brother. Little tiny bedroom. Bunk beds on one side and a bed on the other, with a desk between the beds and a dresser that all 3 of us shared. And hand-me-down clothes. And it made us appreciate, the good things in life. Just thinking out loud, what has brought me to where I am. I'm in a 1983 mobile home that's pretty run down. I mean, it's dry, it's safe. It's still got an air conditioner out here, right there. The heat works. I just have the gas turned off because I don't want to heat the whole place. And some might look at this and not understand why I'm grateful to have it. Anyway, I don't want to go on talking much. My videos have been pretty long lately, but when I sit in here and sand, it's sort of like trucking. It gave my mind time to think and wander and go back through my past and realize what made me who I am, the things that, brought me here. I mentioned the other day that when I was graduating from boot camp, they offered me the opportunity to go on to Airborne Ranger School And if I had accepted, I know myself, I would have passed. Even though I barely got through boot camp, I would have barely got through Airborne Ranger School if I had chose that, because I had that kind of determination. But I chose not to, and it made my life go this way. If I had chose the other route, where would I be now? You know, it's just curiosity. All right, let me go out and get started on that greenhouse. See you in a bit. All right, one more thing before I get out there and start putting my wife's greenhouse together. I wanted to show you this. Now, before you make judgments, I bought this because I knew it was going to be a challenge, and I have a feeling I can make something nice out of this. I only gave like $7 for this, and it is absolutely chewed up and destroyed and covered in rust. That little bit of sand in there is me just trying to see if there's anything legible, and I don't see any name. No idea if there, you know, if there was a name, or maybe is a name further down. I don't know. But I can make something out of this. This is a full grind knife too, so this will be easy to, you know, duplicate and make into a knife. I think this will have to be replaced because it's kind of chewed up right there, right here. It's in bad shape. And I'll be going back with wood. So, just so you know, I'll have to drill this out. Not a big deal. Drill it out, knock it off. Probably cut all this stuff off with a Dremel, and then see if I can knock this off. And then put this on my grinding jig and see if there's enough steel. Some of this is pretty bad at the end there, so I might be making this a much smaller knife. We'll see. But I bought that just because it would be fun to challenge myself. And I got all kinds of brass rod, and I'm trying copper too. You know, the pins that I put in the handles, I'm gonna start, I've got some copper, some 3/16 copper, I'm gonna try that. Got some 150 of the good stuff. So now, here we go. I'm gonna go outside and put that greenhouse together. That's a lot of parts. Charlie said it's not rocket science.
It's not.
It absolutely is rocket science.
It's not.
It is.
And he's not going to tell you, but he really is reading the directions.
No, it's not.
You are.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know where they are. Yes.
The first person that picks the month that this blows away, which I'm guessing probably December, that's my guess, they get a prize.
A prize?
It could be a free knife. It could be.
No, it won't be a free knife. Well, maybe a knife, but not one of the ones I make.
Okay. But our wins that we have here, I should have went with a small one, but yeah, they were just as much as this one. We got this one.
Yeah, this is 5x9, by the way. I had the size wrong. Okay.
And if Salty was doing this, it would already be together, and plants would be growing it.
Well, Salty's an engineer. We're truck drivers.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I would already have plants in there.
I need 1, 2, 3 26s.
Is that before or after the 25?
I need 3 26s. I'm sorry, 6 26s and 6 E's, and then 2 A's. And the A's are right. Those are the only 2 A's. Okay, the way real estate's going, we'll probably rent this out for a couple $100 a month.
You stick a little window unit back there in the back, and you're good to go. A little electric heater.
So where do you want this? About where it's at, or you want to pull it this way?
I gotta just, straighten it up.
Okay, well, let's get the plastic out. We'll need to set it out in the sun to let it uncrinkle. What did we get for that? You remember?
Yeah, it was $100.
$100, yeah.
Them small ones are $100.
We bought it off eBay, not eBay, Marketplace, and it's kind of neat. Got a zipper door here that you can roll up. It's got windows that you can undo and roll up.
Yeah,
It's ventilation in there.
Really,
You want me to do that?
yeah,
Okay.
really small in there.
And yeah, we bought it for $100.
It'd be like a rainforest with the humidity we have.
Okay. All right, that was a project. How long have we had that now? 2 years?
We bought it before Sonny died.
Oh, a long time before Sonny died, huh?
No, it wasn't. It was like the spring
Really?
of last year, yeah.
Okay.
I had her with me, and when she died, my life stopped.
Okay.
So,
Next, I'm going to put filters in the truck, and that might be my day. Oh, my. I didn't do anything on my pickup. I got to put air filters in, but I just can't do any bending or kneeling right now because I did so much putting that greenhouse up, putting it together, and my back is killing me. So I'm going to do that first thing in the morning after I have my coffee and maybe a pain pill. So I'll see you out here at Happy 30. I did a little bit on this. This is the one I just got in yesterday. And all I did was hit it with a buffer with no sanding. So I am going to put some 600 on this, 600 grit sandpaper. I have polished all the pins. Of course, I've melted, polishing compound into the wood, which I will sand out. But I'm not going to mess with the handle until I get this all shiny and pretty. And then I'll clean this up with sandpaper and clean all the, polishing compound out of the grooves. And this side has not been done. Again, 600. Okay, we'll be back. Have a good Sunday, y'all.